In this topic, we will see how we can apply port security. So basically on a switch, on a port, if you want to secure the port so that no other MAC address other than the authorized MAC address or a particular MAC address can access that port or can connect to that port, we can apply port security. So using MAC address binding, port security works with combining the MAC address to a particular port. So no other MAC address is allowed to access that port or send frames on that port. Port security is used to control network access based on the following, that is MAC address, number of MAC address per port. If any violation takes place, the following action can be configured. The actions are shut down, restrict, and protect. All have different functions, do the same thing, securing the port by binding the MAC address, but the actions are different. Like in shutdown state, what happens if an unauthorized MAC address connects to that port and tries to send some frame, the port immediately goes into shutdown state. So the administrator has to manually go to the switch and in that interface mode, put shutdown and no shutdown, then only the port will come up. In restrict mode, what happens if an unauthorized MAC address connect to that port and send some frames? The port doesn't go into the shutdown state, but it raises the violation count and it generates an SNMP trap. If in the network there's an SNMP server, it generates an SNMP trap message for that. Protect mode is the least secure. In this, it do not generate any violation message and do not go into shutdown state, but simply discards the frames from unauthorized MAC address. Violation mode shutdown, the port becomes error disabled. Administratively down, shutdown, that is also called error disabled, and port LED turns off automatically. Protect is the mode in which the frames with unknown source MAC address are dropped. It does not notify that security violation has occurred. In restrict, frames with unknown source MAC address are dropped. It gives a notification, a log message, security violation has occurred. Now this is how port security is configured. In the interface mode, first it should be access mode because port security is for an access port. Then enable port security by switch port security. Then the next command is switch port security maximum. This is to limit the number of users that are allowed on that port. Then maximum 1 or 2 or 3, whatever the number of users you want to allow to access that port. Then if it is more than 1 for each and every MAC address, you have to bind it either manually or dynamically. Then the next command is switch port security MAC address. So now you have to bind the MAC address, that which MAC address is authorized. So either you can manually write down the MAC address with command port security MAC address and MAC address, or you have another way by which the switch dynamically learns the MAC address. That's sticky. So instead of writing the MAC address manually, you can use the term sticky. But in sticky mode, if you're using sticky, then you have to send some frames to the switch from that MAC address so that the switch will learn the MAC address. Then switch port security violation, then the violation type that you want to use, like shutdown, restrict, or protect. Then after configuring it, you can verify by show port security. Just you can also use show port security, that's it, or show port security for a particular interface and interface number. So it shows you like that the port security is enabled, port status is secure up, violation mode, time, aging type, total number of MAC addresses, configured MAC address, sticky MAC address, source MAC address, all these things. Or just show port security. This will show you that port security is enabled on which port and how many violation counts are there and what is the violation mode. Now let's see how port security is configured. So let's take a switch. PCs and a laptop. This is the hacker, let's say. And the network is 92.168.1.0/24.1 on that PC, 2 here, and 3 from the same network. That's what the hacker will do, using the same IP from the network, any unused IP from the same network, and can connect to the switch and can easily enter the network, right? But we want to restrict that. Let's say here on PC2 here, 192.168.1.2, this one is your manager, and you want to secure this port where this manager is connected, so that no other MAC address or no other user can connect to that port or send or receive frames on that port. So we are going to apply port security in Fast Ethernet 0x2. Okay. For that, first let's configure IP addresses. 192.168.1.1. Default gateway not required. 192.168.1.2. 192.168.1.2. And on the laptop, 192.168.1.3. Okay. Now let's go to the switch. Enable configure terminal. Let's change the host name. Switch. Okay. Now go to the interface Fast Ethernet 0x2 where I want to apply port security. First, make it an access port, switch port mode access. Then switch port security to enable port security. Then the next command is switch port security maximum. How many users I want? So you can see by question mark the number of users allowed here is 1 to 132. So I want only 1. Maximum 1. Can access this port. Switch port security, MAC address. Now which MAC address? Either I can manually write the MAC address or I can use the term sticky. So I'm using sticky here. Then switch port security, violation. Now the violation is protect, restrict, or shut down. Let's say I'm using shutdown. When you enable port security, by default it takes it as shutdown only. So the default mode is shutdown. So, okay, this is done. Port security is applied. To verify show port security, this is the command. So you can see the port security is enabled on Fast Ethernet 0x2. Violation mode is shutdown. Maximum address allowed is 1, but no address is learned yet because I have to send some frames because I'm using sticky command. So the switch will learn only when I send some frame from this. I send a frame 192.168.1.1. Now it will learn. So now if I go to the switch and see the port security verification again, now you can see that it has current MAC address 1, which was none before. Because of sticky, you have to send some frames. Okay. Now let's see the another verification command also, that is show port security interface Fast Ethernet 0x2. For a particular interface, if you want to see, this is how it shows you. Port security is enabled, status, violation mode, MAC address, total MAC address, sticky MAC address is 1. What is the MAC address? This is the MAC address. Okay. Now they are in the same network, right? So 192.168.1.0 is the network, and the hacker is using the IP from the same network and connects to the same switch. So it should be easily able to ping or send any frames because being in the same network, same VLAN. But because of port security, it should not be able to. So let the port come up and we'll check. So what will happen as soon as the port will come up, we'll send a ping from the hacker's PC. So as soon as the ping will be sent and the switch will receive the frames from this hacker's PC, because of port security, because port security is enabled on this fast Ethernet 0 by 2, the port will go into shutdown state because of shutdown violation. From here, send a ping to 192.168.1 to the first PC. It cannot ping, and you can see the port is down. The LED is red, turned off. There's a shutdown mode. If I go to the switch and check, if I show port security, you will see that this violation count has increased. Security violation is 1. Yeah. Okay. Now the port is in shutdown state. So what the administrator have to do, connect back to the authorized MAC address, and the port will not automatically come up. It has to be manually done. Shut down and close shutdown. Then only the port will come up. Again, if you do show port security, it will come back to the normal state. If I send ping, the port is still down. Let's check when it comes up. Okay, so now it can ping again. Yeah. This was the shutdown violation mode. If you want to use this restrict one, just go to the configuration interface fast Ethernet 0 by 2. And I'm just changing this to restrict. Just put no before this. And in place of shutdown, I'm using restrict. Change this to restrict mode. Now, if you see show port security, the violation mode is restrict. And if I do show port security interface fast Ethernet 0 by 2, then also you can see it's restrict. And let's just check by ping again. If we can still ping, we can. Okay, now let's connect to the hacker. Assuming that the hacker comes and connect to this port and tries to send some frames or receive. Let the port come up and then we'll ping. You will see that in restrict mode, the port will not go into error disabled state, will not go in shutdown state, but it will not be able to ping. It will keep discarding the messages and it will generate the violation count. Okay. Now, nothing happened. It's not able to ping. The port is not down, but we can see the violation count. I show port security, 2 violation count by 2 pings. Now, just connect back. Okay, so PC is connected back. The authorized MAC address is connected back. But the port is down, so let's wait for the port to come up. Okay, it's up, so it can ping again. Same way, you can check protect also. In protect, it do not go into error disabled with unauthorized MAC. It do not generate any violation count, but just simply discards the frames. Okay, so let's go to the interface fast Ethernet 0 by 2 and no for it, and switch port for security violation. Protect. Show port security, it is changed to protect. Connect to this, and the port is down. I just okay, it's up. We cannot ping because it is the unauthorized MAC address. Connect. And let's check show port security. No violation count is generated in protect mode. It's the least secure, but can just discard the frames. Now we are connected back with the authorized MAC address. Okay. Yes. This is how port security works, and this is the different modes of port security, violation modes, shut down, restrict, and protect. We can try all of them one by one just by changing on the interface. So first enable port security, shut down, then change it to restrict. Just one command you have to modify, restrict, then protect, and see how they work.